Alright, time friends, welcome. We're playing some new standard. Practicing for the Pro Tour. Pro Tour Aetherdrift is really freaking soon. Honestly, it's coming up quick. And we got some prep to do. Obviously, super short lead time for this. Set released today on the 11th on Arena. In paper on the 14th. Our decks are due in like 6 days or whatever, which is ridiculous. Super fast turnaround. So, looking at some decks from a Japanese tournament. Where else, right? Where else? There was the Japan Standard Cup. You can see the event is here. Japan Standard Cup. It was a big event. Had about 500 players in it. So, the first big results from the event. Playing some decks in this event, as there really aren't any other deck lists anywhere yet. And this is a deck that came in second place. It is a Gruul, kind of like hybrid Delirium deck alongside an Afterburner Expert deck. Obviously, the two mechanics meld very well together. Afterburner Expert is a 4/2, has exhaust. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, comes back like Vengevine, right? So that alongside Draconautics Engineer, which can return it and then give it haste, is insane. Otherwise, no other exhaust cards in the entire deck. But we have kind of the graveyard theme here. Delirium stuff, FOMO and Patrick Beastie. Not the whole like Delirium package though. No Wicker Folk dudes, no breakouts. So kind of like an interesting hybrid between the two decks. Right, Realm Breakers, Seeds of Hope, Torch Tower, some removal spells, some really good grindy stuff, which is nice. And I got another new card here in Dredger's Insight. 10 for enchantment. Whenever one or more artifacts or creatures leave your graveyard, gain a life, and then mill 4, turn an artifact, creature, or land. Pretty cool too. So, deck seems sweet. And is it good? I have no idea. We're going to try it out. Came in second at a large event, so got to be pretty good, right? So, let's give it a spin and see what it's got. Brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Oops. Let's go. Karn's here. Chat's here. New standards here. I'm excited. You should be too. And we got the old Beastie, Seeds of Hope, Insight, Scorching Shot. Seems fun. Insight, Seeds of Hope, both pretty fast enablers for Delirium. And right off the bat, we got Dimir Bounce, one of the premier decks going into the format. So good test for us to start out here. So we're gonna patchwork 2 tap lands, obviously a little awkward, but it's fine. Also far a Scorching Shot, so yeah, it's very awkward, but not a big deal. Here's Spyglass Siren, no problem. Making a map, doing the thing. And mapping the Otter for Floodpits Drowner. Alright, so pretty good draw from our Dimir Bounce opponent here. We're going to mill a card. It's a Patrick Beastie. And we're going to draw the F. Oh, man. You know, one of the things about these graveyard decks, whether it's Arclight Phoenix, Vengevine, Afterburner Expert, Prized Amalgam, is a lot of variance in your draws, right? If you just flop those top 2 cards, this is in the graveyard, totally different story, right? But that's cool nonetheless. Want to get this Beastie online for sure. Seeds of Hope. Right now we have Artifact. We put an instant creature. Seeds of Hope is like pretty likely to turn it on. Insight's very likely. Got to watch these tap lands too, though, you know. Fair when these are going to come in. So we could go like Seeds of Hope, Ridgeline this turn, or we could go for the full Insight. I think we should go land Insight. Should go for the full Monty here. So we're also going to get some life too, which is nice. So instant, land, Afterburner Expert. Awesome. I want the Expert in the bin, right? So it's a 6 Copperline Gorge here. And then now we can attack, which is great. So whenever the Experts come back, we gain a life, which is kind of cool. Or whenever we like pick a card up off of our Seeds of Hope or something like that, which is sweet. So laying some beats. What's up, Nathan? Alright. Kind of out there blocking here. So, what are you up to there, Dimir Bounce opponent? Gonna be an interesting Pro Tour. Very similar to Pro Tour Outlaws, where it was a very fast turnaround also. A lot of teams took the safe choice. We tried some brews. We had to discard stuff really fastly? What?
You're saying it wrong.
Quickly. And ended up just playing, like, you know, just Esper, which is kind of very boring, obviously. So, like to not do that again if possible. They missed a land drop, but they have Floodpits Drowner. And we can like Scorching Shot and Seeds of Hope here. Obviously looking for our way to return this. All right, let's just go to combat, see what happens. See if they want to tap my guy or not. All right, so they're going to drown her. That's fine. So tap the beastie. And that's stunned. And we're still in combat. Let's get out of combat now. So we can Seeds of Hope now and see what we hit. And then maybe Scorching Shot or play a 2-drop that we hit. So here's Seeds of Hope. So mill 2. We mill over a Paw Patch Recruit as our only choice. Gain a level of Insight, which is great. And now we could cast the Recruit. And then, I guess you want to... Playing tap lands are relevant because we have this Copperline Gorge. So, also a Scorching Shot here, honestly. Just take down the Otter. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think with our experts and like that missing land drops, we don't mind being a little more controlling here. So, Scorching Shot. Just gonna take this out and
Get off my
say go.
plane.
Chat asks, how do I get cards to the Pro Tour? I'm gonna bring a binder of all my standard stuff. We'll just buy stuff when we're there. You know, just figure it out. You know, we're gonna be opening probably a case or more of Aetherdrift in our house drafts. So there's like 16 of us in the house, something like that, doing a lot of drafts. So look forward to a very I drew a land for Kaido. That's sick. That's really annoying. Sure. But Kaido really good, obviously. But we're gonna bin over an enchantment. We draw Seeds of Hope. And now we gotta decide what we want to do next. That is interesting. SC reset, thanks so much. But yeah, so testing us is gonna be great. Gonna be producing a really cool video for it also, which is nice. Look forward to that. We can like recruit here, just kick it and play a land. We can also Seeds of Hope. Just casting Expert isn't the worst. Kaido can die if they have the ninja pump here. Kaido's pretty big. Pretty awkward draw. This random Realmbreaker is looking pretty awkward too. So we can cast Expert or play the Recruit. The 1/1 probably blocks the Floodbit Drowner. Then we have decent attacks on the Kaido next turn as well, maybe. Tough call. Tough call. Kaido is pretty big right now. Kaido is pretty nasty, obviously. We're going to do this. Let's just play... Kick the Recruit. Play the Ridgeline. Certainly an awkward draw. Not a lot of removal, and then these tap lands are really weird too. Alright, so they're going to pump the Kaido again, making it a 5/6 and attack. So let's block here. Take 5. A lot of life gain between the Insight and the Seeds of Hope and stuff, so... Best way to get new cards on Arena is always play limited, as long as you're able to maintain at least a 50% win rate. But... Alright, so they're going to play a Siren, not spend the mana, so very likely they have Go for the Throat here or another tappy guy. We're going to mill. It's Seeds of Hope. Draw Forest. Alright, let's cast Seeds of Hope. Looking for a Draconics Engineer. Find neither. He's trying to Forest. That's pretty lame. Do gain some life. I mean, unfortunately, we're a point short on attacking Kaido. We could Realmbreaker a land, but the problem is that they have another... They have our Mool spell, or basically anything here. It's like really bad for us. Let's just go to combat and see what happens. See if they want to tap stuff. Premier Bronzesmithing is tonight. Check schedule, as always. Alright, we're going to attack. I would trade here, I think. I think it's fine. Realmbreaking your future land does get the attack trigger. That is true. But very vulnerable to Go for the Throat. Alright, so they're trying to do this. Kaido's going to go down to 2 life points. We're going to play Expert and then a land. We're like kind of close to dead, honestly, but it's been a really weird draw. You know? Ren does give Hexproof. That is true, yeah. Play that. Play a lot with this card. Here's nowhere to run to kill the Expert, sure. I mean, next turn, we really just want to draw freaking Engineer, you know. So they're just going up on Kaido again. Kaido attacks for 6, possibly 7. That's 7, alright. Kaido's very, very powerful, obviously. One of the best cards in the format. They mill that. They have a Hopeless Nightmare. We're dead also. So Ridgeline plus Ren is pretty cool. Obviously playing the deck for the very first time right now, so we're learning all the interactions. We're going to mill over a land. and draw a Torch the Tower. That can kill Kaido. I mean, still got the Patchwork, but let's try. This actually might be okay here. So let's play land, play red. They have a Flood Pit's Drowner, sure. So we get to like this gets stunned. The Ren can actually untap this because of this, right? So whenever whenever it attacks another target creature, it gets untapped. So we can attack with Ridgeline. Attack the Kaido. Untap the Patchwork. I'm sorry, it's an attacking creature. I'm sorry, my bad. This is fine. So we attack. So I just attack here, and then we'll just Torch Tower the Drowner. That's fine. So let's do this. Torch this. Finally drawing our Bull spell is a pretty big game, honestly. It sucks they're going to draw a Hopeless Nightmare and kill us, but, you know.
I'm definitely lost.
Why is there no Hexproof little spinny thingy? Darkslick Shores. 2 to 17. We are going to be turning the corner reasonably fast here. We just really, really want to draw Draconics Engineer, you know? Return all of our stuff. We're going to mill one right now. Here it comes. All right, mill that. So, we draw Seedzo. All right, let's start there. Life gain's nice here, honestly. We mill over another expert. So we have 3 experts in the bin now. Here's Inti. Gain a life. We can also mill 3 and return a permanent. I mean, at this point, we're like literally through half our deck and haven't seen one yet. I almost don't mind just going for it with the Ren. Yeah, I'm kind of in. Let's mill 3. So mill 3. We're looking for it. Wrong button. Wrong button. Wrong button. We found it. We found it. We found it. Gain a life. Now, if they can't counter this, we get to just activate it. So usually their counter is a soft counter for 2. That's fine. All right, here we go, folks. So we want to engineer. Playing around soft counter spell. Resolves. And now we get to activate the exhaust ability. And folks, we're doing it here, folks. I think we're doing it, folks. You can kill it if you want. Doesn't matter. Ability goes off. We are exhausting.
Once and only once.
Gain a life. Ooh. 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 What's going on over here, right?
That is huge.
All right. Give them all haste. We can Inti also. Now we're at 9. Inti discarding a forest is kind of whatever, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack. So they bounce one of these. I want to cast it again, I think. All right, so in for just a solid 12. Wow, that was awesome. I'm just gonna cast Inti and say go. At 9, 2 blockers. Here's Flood Pit's Drowner, whatever. Need to watch out for Kaido, obviously. Unblocked creature into Kaido is pretty bad for us. Because that would almost kill us. With a Nightmare, it would. So, almost assuredly blocking. We should have lethal next turn. Alright, yeah. Blocking here literally until the end of time. Never, ever not blocking.
You didn't say the magic word.
No Kaido for you. Talent. No problem. You can make a dragon too. So let's mill a card. Fire up. Oh, yeah.
Game.
Woo! That was a nice one. That game was not looking particularly great at multiple points. So look at our sideboard here. Let's see. Is Pyroclasm interesting at all? Not really, I don't think. Not a lot of great answers to Kaido, unfortunately. What shot hit Planeswalkers? Braid, Pick Your Poison, Curator. I mean, Paw Patch is... It's okay. Frillback, Luca, Soul Cauldron. Life Game was huge there, yeah. I don't know we sideboard, honestly. Or we even sideboard anything. like, I guess, I mean, Obliterating Bolt plays Planeswalkers. I guess Scorch Shot's kind of bad. Got the Scorching Shot. You had a Questing Druid, you had a Paw Patch formation. I feel like Red and Realmbreaker's also not the most exciting card. Especially in the draw. Like, Planeswalkers against, like, tempo decks are not great. Bring Paw Patch, and maybe a Questing Druid. Alright, that was a very impressive first game. This hand is super awkward, but we're going to keep it. No possibility for a turn 1 Beastie, but I think tap land is fine. We can tap land into... These are effectively mountains. We have Bolt and Inti on the draw, and our opponent's bombs upkeep. We just draw green source too, right? Like... Let's see what's up. Life gain. A lot of life gain in his deck. Seeds of Hope. Dredger's Insight. Pretty cool. Alright. Storm Chaser's Talent. You draw Dredger's Insight. Sure. So, we're just playing tap land here. Might just play Insight on turn 2. They attack for 1. And we draw a Mountain. Pretty good draw, actually, as far as turn on our green stuff. Let me just play Insight. Honestly. Spend all our mana here. Gonna counter it, whatever, it's fine. Next turn we have, like, Beastie plus build. So if they have a Kaido, we have a Bolt to kill the Kaido, which is huge, actually. We mill over an Afterburner Expert. Awesome. Let's get back our creature. Gain a life. I call this card best in show on my set review, folks. Alright, so, like, if you watch my content, you would already know. I think this card's really, really good. And this is also the sleeper card. Sleeper card is Afterburner Expert, and best in show is Insight. Alright, End-Step Drowner with no thing means they definitely have Kaido here, which is great. Oh, no land, okay. I mean, they can still have Kaido, and they shouldn't draw land, but... Alright, so... Now I feel like we're just gonna... Like, maybe we just Beastie, hi Karn. And then End-Step Questing Druid. Don't want to cast Inti, nothing to target this. We could go double Beastie, I suppose. That's pretty good. Delirium... We could also, like, try and get them with Seeds up. If we had 3 green, that'd be awesome. But, alright, so... I mean, Questing Druid is certainly more mana efficient. And then next turn, what's the next turn look like? Then we cast Questing Druid, some stuff. Let's play Beastie. Dubs, Beasties. What do you got? They have 4 spells in hand, we know that. The life gain from the inside allows us kind of to take a setup turn with this, which is kind of cool too. So, what's up, A-Tug? All right. No land drop again. Down to 14. All right, well, I mean, we're gonna draw a 3rd land. It's cool for us, I guess. So, mill over an Engineer. Mill over a Seeds of Hope. So we still have only instant and creature, kind of awkward. We've got a Forest, we've got Seeds of Hope, Inti, no attackers for Inti though, so let's get Seeds of Hope and see what happens, right? Alright, we get 2 lands. Not ideal. It's fine though. We're gonna land the bin for Beastie, I suppose. I mean, he has Bolt for Delirium, but like, I don't really like that very much. Error says, such as on the blue-red discard aggro deck. I built a blue-red deck for 10 new brews. It's on YouTube. My Discord is available for chats and stuff. It's sub-only, though. Pretty awkward. We just have, like, a bunch of 2s. I guess playing a 1, we could have played 2 2s. But, like, it's pretty awkward. So we have this, like, Inti, and, like, you can't even use the Inti yet. I think we just... Maybe we just cast a Obliterating Bolt. Just, like, kill the Drowner attack. We are scared they have Kaido. And this is our answer to Kaido right now. Maybe just Questing Druid end step. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. This is, like, also pretty awkward, but... This is until your next end steps. I can play this on their turn, and if I hit like a Torch Tower or something like that, or a Seeds of, I guess Seeds of Hope would be it's possible Delirium, but here's another Floodpits Drowner, sure. Until your next end step. Let me play those cards. Sure. Alright, so they can draw. And then they attack again. We'll just cast this. See if we get a Seeds of Hope or not. So we hit Beastie and Engineer. Engineer can return our 1 expert, which is pretty cool. Down to 11, but we have life gain in the chamber. And we have Engineer, Beastie activate. Get Delirium here. That's a creature. Big Delirium, folks. Big Delirium. Here we go. Need it. Alright, so... I mean, we're just going to cast the Engineer. And the Beastie. And activate and get our stuff back. This is fine. We're kind of wasting a mana here, too, but... Just can't find non-instant creature or land. Pop Transformation. We do want this, right? Casting Bolt gets us Delirium, but like I just think there's gonna need good targets in play for it. I don't really care about these things that much, so we could do it. I mean, I kind of guess this patchwork though. With the life we're about to gain, also like I feel like it's kind of whatever. Let's do this. So let's exhaust.
You're gonna eat my exhaust fumes, Gribble.
Track from the expert, gain a life. Don't really see what they could do to like stop this. Or have a 3/3 in play too as blockers, so I might probably leave the expert back to block as well. It's more you don't only have so many exhaust effects in our deck, so alright, gain a life. This is a 3/3. This gains haste. I don't think we're gonna attack with it. Just gonna play the other patchwork and say go. And now we're like pretty gassed up on board too. Beasties everywhere. They have nowhere to run. Sure. So nowhere to run kills the Engineer. I still have this 4/2 blocker. Yeah. I'll probably just cast the Obliterating Bolt next turn, you know? Alright, so there's land number 3. So we come down to the do they have Kaido question or not. Once we untap, once these beasties turn on, obviously, like we are a lot of cards. We have 9 cards in our bin, and somehow just still don't have Delirium, which is kind of crazy. Inti certainly awkward with Beastie as far as like wanting an attacker for Inti, so a little anti-synergy there. Here come the attackers. Kind of like blocking the Otter and making them cast a spell, because if they have Kaido, we'll kill the Otter. So we're like just sure they have Kaido, you know. So especially with the thing is they end step Flood Bitch Drowner onto nothing on turn 2, you know, like that just screams they want to have a creature for Kaido. So by blocking like this, if they have Kaido, we get to kill their Otter. If they want to play a spell, whatever, it's still a fine trade. And once you get to untap here and get Delirium, I think we're like off to the races. So next target should be Questioning Druid, Obliterating Bolt, Inti, you know, and that just puts a bunch of stuff in play.
Anyone home?
What's up, friend? What do you got? This town ain't big enough. Gonna bounce both of these and pump the Otter. Sure. So they get to redo an Otter. We get on to 8. They get to replay their talent, which is fine. Then we get to mill 3. And if we don't hit Delirium on these mills, I might lose it. First up, land. Second up, land. Third up, Torch. And we draw the fourth Beastie just for the lulls. All right, sure. So we're gonna cast the Obliterating Bolt here and get Delirium. I guess we're gonna go Questing Druid, Beastie, Obliterating Bolt. Because playing Inti playing Inti's okay, I guess. We could discard. They have nowhere to run. We are at 8. Expert. We could Inti and discard the Beastie. So we have the Bolt and Inti to do that. That's kind of bad. Yeah, I'm just going to play stuff. This is fine, I think. Here's Questioning Druid. Here's Obliterating Bolt. And then we play Beastie. Do we just hold this forest? Like, attacking for 9? That's fine, actually. Just for an attack. Indy does grow the Questing Druid. And spend our mana better, too. Yeah, sure. I mean, Indy blocks worse, I guess, though. Sure, I'll spend this. So Sego. I mean, the Questing Druid doesn't block particularly well here. The thing about the bounce deck is it grinds really, really, really well. It's not particularly fast, you know? Like, the Esper Pixie deck has, like, pretty aggro draws. The Dimir version is definitely slower. Great at grinding, but that's your butt, Karn. Thanks, appreciate that. Thanks so much. Quads! Little poker action here. Karn, where do you gotta find a spot where you're not on screen, huh? What is going on here? Hello? Opponent?
Now this is pod racing.
Bounce decks, yeah, big decks, obviously. There was also a, there was a big Japanese tournament. There was also a, like a standard 5K at the regional championship last weekend. The top 8 was like, you know, 6 or 7 Dimir / Esper bounce decks. Obviously, it's like day 1 of the format, but no attacks. Very interesting. So, mill. Just milling all of it. Mill. And mill. Alright, we draw a forest. Lame. So we can Inti. And then we could Ridgeline also. But we kind of want to discard a card to Inti, I think, and try and do a spell that way. They have spells in there. We know that. They have all spells in their hand because they missed a lot of land drops this game. They're just kind of dying, though, honestly. I'm just going to play Inti. Currently have 1 expert in the graveyard. Going to attempt to attack with everything if they let me. We're going to Inti if they let me. We'll discard a forest. Target that one. Nowhere to run. Sure. So that's totally fine. They get a pump. Their blocks are still pretty bad, and they're also kind of just dying here, too. We had a Copperline Gorge. Seemed better. Dub blocks, great for us. Kill those. You're 5, and now you got no board, really. Yeah, awesome. It's great. They were obviously like stuck on 2 lands for a long time this game, but game 1 was still super impressive. All right, awesome.
After it was all over, we
Very
took it
nice.
in the house to serve his pancakes.
Oh, and we ranked up too. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, we're moving on now.
All right, good start with this deck. Pretty cool. Goldfish with 3. Hello, everybody. It's Seth, probably better known as Raiding Jim. What's up, folks? My name is Jim. Promoted player, full-time content creator. Hi there. Hello. Welcome. Get my Pro Tour prep on. Getting my my Aetherdrift on.
And here we go. Looks like we're finally getting a race.
Also getting our mulligan on too here, so unfortunately. And we got we're playing deck from Japanese tournament. Came in 2nd place. Cool, like Delirium / Afterburner expert mix up. We're gonna keep this. Beastie, FOMO, Tapland. What's up, Be Wild? Do I want to keep the recruit or the Wren? Wren helps find Delirium or get Delirium in general. It's tough. Wren's like pretty bad, and like if they're playing an aggressive deck, just got the Wren. Let it ride. Archive. Okay. Draw the expert. That was actually a great draw. So, Copperline into Patchwork. Then we're going to FOMO the Afterburner expert, which is the whole idea. Vengevine style. They're almost surely playing Oculus, I would guess. Yeah, maybe not. Nah, they're playing like a domain deck, sure. Right, yeah, archiving domain. So, mill a card. It's an enchantment. Good type. Draw a Beastie. So we gotta try and beat a Sunfall deck here, which is gonna be fun. Just land FOMO. Discarding the Expert. And they're gonna get lost immediately. I mean, get lost is great for us. Like, the maps are awesome for getting Delirium. We hit a Seeds of Hope, which is gonna be a good shot for Delirium. Do they have their Overlord? They do.
Spawn more
Alright. Beating Sunfall, the creature deck is always fun. We mill over a card, so it's a land. We hit a mountain. We go like Paw Patch here. They have the Sunfall, they have the Sunfall. You know, like, it's probably where we're at, honestly. And then just start setting things up for future turns. Yeah, sure. I mean, like, we could also just start mapping and trying to get an attack in. The fact that I've been attacking is pretty tough. Could like map Seeds, Beastie, some combination thereof. Yeah, we do that actually. Paul Badge is a good post-wrath play. Hit another Expert, that's cool. I'm gonna leave that in the bin. No Delirium though. We're having trouble getting Delirium. Has not been particularly easy. Obviously, I should have put the land first. That was stupid. I hadn't decided what to do yet. So, a little sloppy. It's okay.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Oh, I have Delirium now. I'm sorry. I have the enchantment, right? I read the enchantment earlier on. So, all right. So we'll map, and we'll see another Patchwork. Yeah, that's a pretty big punt, unfortunately, because we could have had 4 mana next turn. Could have gotten Patchwork and this. I'm gonna just dump this, I think, though. Dump this. Just gonna play another Beastie and attack. It's a pretty significant board presence. If they have a Wrath, so be it. And then we're looking at, you know, just finding a Draconics guy for a huge attack. Alright, so here's Backstreet. Oh, Beza. Oh, Beza, eh? Alright, Beza's a card. Mill a card. And mill a card. And draw a Paw Patch Recruit. Obviously, at this point now, putting more stuff in play is reasonable because they have a board, but obviously this plays pretty poorly into Sunfall. That being said, no card draw. It's a pretty big deal. I think we're just gonna play. It's tough. Beza's so good. We don't really kill Beza very easily either. We have the one sure shot, a couple torch towers, not very exciting. All right, I'm gonna kick this, play Ridgeline, and say go. Not a particularly exciting turn of events for us, but say go. We got the map for a little stuff there. We are milling cards over this thing too. I mean, we just keep milling the experts, you know. Eventually we set up for like a Splinter Twin turn and just kill them. Run of the mill restuff, thanks so much. Here's a hard cast Overlord. Worst wrong rating so far? I don't know, there's tons of them. No one ever celebrates me when I get one right, you know? It's only ever wrong. Probably Slitherwisp and Ikoria is best in show. Insight, Inti. Alright, I mean, we'll know our top card for Inti, which is kind of cool too. Now we're like, just behind on board, which really sucks, but let's map here. It's Obliterating Bolt. Not very good in this matchup. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna Inti, I guess. Send in just the Beastie. You're gonna discard the Gorge. Get a counter. You get Torch the Tower. That's like okay. Yeah, I mean the thing is like they're super stoked with this outcome. It's like they want to make these trades and stuff. So we can use Torch Tower here and just like turn it into a shock if we wanted to, or we can kill a fish. So with the trample, we can just like deal the damage to them. Obviously, if HCast Sunfall here, we're in pretty big trouble. It's also gonna have a huge creature too. Yeah. So if I kill a fish, Sunfall will be a 6/6. It's still really good. This thing's coming in too. I think we're in big trouble this game, unfortunately. All right, we'll just kill a fish. Deal 1 point of damage. Say go. And Unfortunately, we're kind of losing to the board. We do have our experts just chilling in the bin. They play a Cavern of Souls. Mill a card. I didn't play it pre-release, so. Damn, man. Bethesda's a freaking house. We just, like, don't really have anything. You know, like, our plan now is probably just to, like, cast everything and hope it have Sunfall and just try and, like, find some way to swarm them with it if we draw an engineer. That's probably where we're at. So let's play another recruit. And, alright. More bunnies. We're all in. Here's all my stuff. Trade mini paw patch for a scry. I mean, I don't know. You know, like, it's tough. Alright, so no Sunfall, no Day Judgment. Mill some more cards. It's fun. It sucks. Did we bottom a Ren this game? Yeah, Ren's very good in this matchup. Alright, it's Torch Tower. We draw. Oh, okay. There's Ren. Alright, so Ren can mill and look for an engineer. We haven't actually seen an engineer yet. And we're 30 cards deep again. It's a decent chance to find one with this. Fire up a land's not very good. So let's guess Ren. Alright, let's just do the thing. Mill 3.
There, in the tangle, I see a path to victory.
We're going to get lost the Ren in response. Sure, that's fine by me. We hit the engineer. Okay. And now we're just gonna map. And now I think you want to just spread the damage out. Because we can't really get 5 toughness is a lot, so just spread it out here. So map here. Questing Druid. So next turn's gonna be Engineer, Activate, and Map. Attack for 1,000,000. Yeah. I think it's fine. All right, and then we'll say if we Leroy, they block 3 things, take 2, 4, 6, 7. That makes the Leroy Knight next turn worse. Just gonna say go. So say go. And also now if they cast a Wrath in their turn, we just engineer and get him for all of our Vengevines. I guess we have the beasties, so I guess we're not gonna. I mean, maybe I should just bend it because like I forgot about the mills.
Oh, whoops!
And we should get lucky and hit another engineer, hit another afterburner off the mills. That would be insane for us. I guess I'm committed at this point, so let's decline. We are going to attempt a map. Another engineer. We're gonna keep that on top. We're just playing engineer. And get that Leroy button ready, folks. Let's show these MTG Goldfish Raiders how we do it here. All right. I got a Leroy in chat. Bring it back. Everything is Hayes but the engineer. Leroy! And then there'll be no discard. No discard. All right, and then we have the next engineer to get him back. So they block. So they have Sunfall. So they're going to take 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's 14 damage, right? 15 damage. 16 damage to trample, too. All right.
No, that's a lot of damage.
So now they can Sunfall, exile all stuff, and then we have just got to find 1 point of damage. Wow. They did Flood really bad that game. Like, they cast like 5 spells the entire game. So I guess there's that going. So we got to be aware of what's going on here. But, all right, so we're going to bring in what? We're going to bring in Paw Patch, Questing Druid, Frillback. I think Luke is pretty good. Maybe Pick Your Poison. Honestly, don't hate the Nemesis either. And we're going to cut all the Torch Towers. The Obliterating Bolts. I think Scorch Shot's fine, actually. Actually, I think I want an extra Scorching Shot, if given the option. And then Pick Your Poison's like, it's pretty good. So our rule spells are Pick Your Poison, Paw Patch, Double Scorching Shot. I guess the Nemesis are bad, right? Yeah, and then hopefully Luke is good. It's a threat against Sunfall kind of thing. Honestly, I feel like I don't love Inti here. It's kind of hard to like find good attacks. We don't really want to overcommit to the board anyway. We have a lot of twos. Maybe we just want to bring the Nemesis. It's good post Wrath. Turning off life gain is pretty important. Let's try this. All right. Double Forest is fine, so the damage doesn't really matter. We got Beastie into FOMO. This is fine. A little lacking. So they're going to mace. We are going to draw a Verge. That cannot cast a Beastie on one, so Beastie it is. And then FOMO is something good to discard just yet, but we could maybe seek the Beast end step, but alright, mill a card. It's Paw Patch. Luca, Bound to Ruin. Okay. Running Realm Breakers. Maybe we just discard the Luca. It's a good type for Delirium. So instant and Planeswalker. End stepping a Seek the Beast is not exciting. Kind of play FOMO here. Just put a body in play, honestly. Yeah, sure. I'll just do that. Let's play FOMO. We'll discard Luca. Luca's like okay, but it's not like particularly exciting. I think the rest of our cards in our hand are better, so we could dump the Recruit, but it's also a unique type for Delirium. We might just kick the Recruit next turn, so discard that and draw a Beastie and say go. So now we have Planeswalker and Instant. We could also Random Realm and mill and try and get Delirium next turn. Yeah, I kind of like that. So they're going to Overlord, and we're going to mill a card. It's a sorcery. Cool. And we draw another FOMO. So now we could actually... We could just FOMO to get Delirium, but like I'll put on a Wrath here. So let's just go with Random Realmbreaker, and we're just going to mill and get, I mean, very high chance for Delirium here, right? So mill 3. You got land, insight. Guaranteed Delirium. And I want the land or an insight. Land allows for a good regrowth from a sweeper. Think about the land. We can go Paw Patch, Kick, and Beastie. I like that. So our attack here is great. So we attack here. This is an attack for, what, 8? Like, and we have the Ren in play to also get more attacks in, too, so. Just like the Mavs getting rid of Luca, right? What an idiot.
Suppose you think that was
Alright, so they play Bessa. Bessa's obviously the Stones. Sure. That's a problem. Mill a card. It's a Druid. We draw Seeds of Hope. Okay. Man, Bessa's just so good. We have like 2 answers to it. We already lost one of them. Scorching Shot. Damn, man. Firing up a creature land here is like okay, but not great. Does not untap the land either. It's important to note. So if I were to double attack, untap the FOMO. I can't block it twice. Take 3. There's 16 too. God, Bez is so good. All right. What do we do here? Damn. Definitely want to put things in play. I'm going to start with Seeds of Hope. Make a land a creature do that too, though. So maybe we just, like, make Carpulsion Forest a creature. Attack with all 3. Oh, actually, the land can attack again. That's kind of cool, too. It's freaking 4/5, though, you know? Alright, let's do that. Target this.
Allies everywhere. Stand with us.
Oh, 1 mana Leyline Binding. That's really rude. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's quite bad for us. No attacks. I guess we're just playing another FOMO and another Beastie. Discarding, I think Recruit's pretty bad at this point, so sure.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
And we'll Seeds of Hope on their turn. Alright, say go. Pretty vulnerable to a Sunfall here, but, you know, what are you going to do? They cast a removal spell, so there's a chance they don't have it. There's an Archive. A Dinosaur deck. Dinosaur decks just, like, don't seem very good. Yeah, so, here's Seeds of Hope. An Engineer. We currently have nothing in the graveyard, though. I think I still want this, though. I mean, obviously this, like, sucks, but they're at 16. We've got a Random Realmbreaker. Again, does not untap the land, which sucks. We can attack. Maybe have a 7/7 too. We're probably dead here. Seems like a hard matchup. Like,
I must.
Paw Patch. Kick it, say go. Then the Overlord turning on next turn also. Yeah. They're only at 13. It's tough. It's funny how the land being creature on their turn is like a downside practically. Helga? A Froggy? Guess creature spell mana value 4 greater. Gain a life, draw a card. I think that might do it, folks. If we get sick lucky here and mill over two Vengevines, is that even good enough? Probably not. We did not.
A small gift.
Right. Yeah, I think we're pretty dead here. All right. So fire the Nemesis. End step. Seek the Beast. Domain X tough. Definitely, you know, a big part of the metagame schematic or whatever. As Dimir is less played because of all the bounce decks. Dimir was kind of holding the domain decks in check, and now the domain decks can come back a little bit. And just, you know, the usual cat and mouse. All right, so they are just attacked. No fear, just attacking me. Yeah, whatever, man. Sure. All right, you got it. So we go to 11, and they're at 11 also. Again, don't think we have any outs here. They have a 7/7 also, so Seek the Beast. No! We don't want these in exile. We want to mill them. We draw another one too. That's hilarious. All right, sure. That would have been the sickest mill of all time, right? Why couldn't that have been the freaking Ren mill? That's fine. All right, on the play. We got another really awkward Verge Beastie hand. Being said, we do have Double Engineer, Seeds of Hope. Ugh, we just can't cast the freaking... I don't have green mana to cast these things, you know? I don't think I can mulligan this, though. Yeah, I'm going to keep... Be somewhat unhappy about it. This deck does seem sweet. It's obviously like a brand new deck in a brand new format. So I'm sure there's still some work to be done on it, but... Will I change decks between BTM sessions? What do you mean, Joe? Alright. Oh my god. Oh, that's really bad for us. Alright, I think we're dead. Thari turns off the best part of our like combo. And obviously just gaining life and stuff too. It sucks because like it's so hard if it's like to even cast this card on turn 1, but alright, so we're gonna mill. It's a land. We draw a Pick Your Poison, which honestly kind of plays here. Sorcery is an instant. Yeah, I mean, sure. Let's just destroy this, I guess. Let's just Seeds of Hope first, see what we draw. Seeds of Hope will mill over a land. Seeds of Hope. Okay, not very good. And then we're going to Pick Your Poison, the enchantment. So no Delirium. That sucks. A little bit of whiff there. I am a little surprised they put this card in Foundations. It's like so good against like red decks and stuff like that. Like having it out for 5 years seems like a little much, but all right. So we'll just do this. Sacrifice an enchantment of our choice. Again, pretty crappy that we have no ability to add to attack here, but sorcery, instant, and land. Lush Portico mills. We also mill. Hit a creature. Did it. Yes, yes, yes.
That is huge.
Like we're just casting an expert here. Just getting for 3 to cast expert. Can't sunfall yet, you know. Pretty big attack. You have the engineers to back it up too. I've got a clue. Obstinate Bailoff. It's so funny how like aggro's so good in standard and there are so many good anti-aggro cards. This is like the 10th best one or the 12th best one, you know? Alright. Miller Paw Patch. Obviously Bailoff trading with experts totally fine. We're gonna insight first though. Let's see what we hit. So land, another insight. We can't pick that though. That's awful. Alright. Pretty rough beats there. Alright, we're gonna attack. They all definitely block. They're not gonna block?
Inconceivable!
Alright, I guess. I'm just gonna play the engineer and say go. You can always make a dragon and give it haste as well. And we have another one too, so. Like, not blocking is, I guess if they have Sunfall and they want to, like, exile it, sure, but we can't afford to, like, not apply pressure either, so. Alright. Just playing a tap land saying go is kind of cool for us here. Mill a card into land. We draw Wren and Realm Breaker. We have the Ridgeline here also. Just make a dragon and give it haste and attack with everything. You know, I don't hate that. Sure. Let's do it. Let's exhaust.
I'm going to exhaust you.
Let's play the card straight up. Send it in. They're gonna Wrath anyway, then blocking and refusing. They're gonna. Oh, Elspeth Smite. That's tough. Still thinking 7 here, but it's a pretty good one. So this card's like 7 mana, 4/4, and 4/4 haste and a 3/3. It's kind of cool. All right, here's Overlord of the Mistmoors. It does block my dragon pretty well. We mill a card again. It's a Planeswalker. We draw a Scorching Shot. Not the best Scorching Shot target, but honestly, that's pretty good. We can shot the Bailoff and then just fire up the Wren on the Ridgeline. Yeah, we can do all that. So let's shot here. Play Wren. Plus on the Ridgeline. That gives it the ability to attack like this. And then we'll pump the Beastie, I think. So they can double block here. It's a lot of damage, you know. Obviously, they have a Sunfall, they'll get my land too. But like, I have another Ridgeline and the Realm Breaker still in play, and I have lands this time. Last time we had Ren, we didn't have any lands in play, so I might actually be in a good spot here. We also have the Engineer too, so here's Sunfall. But I think drawing a land, untap land, is a great draw here. Yes, that's cool. So we just go land. Ridgeline, animate a land, attack, and they can't even. Then you also importantly you can't binding a land either. So this is sick. So we'll just go target the Carpulsion Forest.
Allies everywhere, stand with us.
Fire up the Ridgeline. Attack step. I'm sorry, is that exactly 8?
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
Wow.
Winning.
All right, impressive. Love it. Again, folks, you're sitting. My name is Jim, Pro Magic player for the Conqueror. Hi there, hello, welcome. Hit the follow button. I'm playing decks from the big Japanese Cup tournament, 500-person tournament in Japan. This deck came in second, and it's looking pretty sweet so far. Our hand is... It's okay. We can keep this. PT is very soon. PT is... Nice. I leave for the PT in like 3 days. Yeah, I leave on Saturday, and then it is the following Saturday. It is extremely soon. So, is Copperline Gorge? Cool. So we'll just say go. We can Torch or Seeds of Hope. Cool. What's up, Magic Mikes? Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. All right, so, and step Seeds of Hope. I haven't missed on Seeds yet. We get Expert and Ridgeline. Doesn't really matter. Because we can like put Expert in our hand and just discard it anyway. Just get the Ridgeline. We draw Copperline Gorge again. Just FOMO a land here, I suppose. They want to counter it, cool. They want to kill it, cool. Doesn't matter that much. Currently we have instant and creature in the bin. Adding a land's a pretty big game, so sure. Torches are good. And nowhere to run. Cool. So another Dimir Bounce deck. So good, honestly, good testing for this deck. We're playing against Dimir Bounce, Domain, and Dimir Bounce. Just like these are the top decks in the format for sure. So fortunately we're like platinum or whatever, but you know we'll get there. And they play another land. So we need to be aware of like creature into Kaido. What do we even want to? I mean, we could just like play engineer and just do the thing this turn. Maybe we just do that actually. Let's play engineer. And they can't stop it. Like, fire it up.
Like what it says you can't do that twice.
We did the thing. We Vengevinen. So I have a 3/3 and a 4/2 with haste. Awesome. We have double Torch the Tower as well if they want to get some creature stuff going. They're going to this town, bouncing the Expert and the Nowhere to Run. So that does answer it cleanly, but like we're +1 card on the exchange, which is great. So we should discard it again, you know? It's funny because if they kind of have to kill us now. Because if I get to untap, I just play a land and make a 4/4 dragon, it's insane too. So yeah, it's cool. Nowhere to run.
Speed increasing, sir.
We draw another Expert. Sure. So it's FOMO. Getting ready for Spider-Man with the Green Goblin here. Alright, and then we draw... We're just going to leave a Torch Tower, so play this instead, go. So yeah, so... Having this sort of engine as a backup plan is really cool, obviously, because they can kill our stuff almost indefinitely. So, like, whatever, we just have indefinite threats. It's great. So... I think I'm probably going to want to just cast this Expert and try and get more value out of this Engineer. We only have 4 Engineers. And the Expert can return the other Expert, too. So I can make him deal with this and then get it all back. We're not really going to rush here, so... I got 3 cards. And a Fear of Isolation. Sure. This is sacrifice a... artifact, enchantment, or token, not creature, unfortunately. We draw land. Sure. Let's play a land. Play Expert. They want to kill it. That's totally fine. Sure. The clock, of course, on the Dimir deck is also not particularly high. Esper can get in pretty fast, but... They're going to Flood Pit's Drowners. We're definitely just going to kill that, so they can't shuffle it away. So get out of here.
Get off my plane.
Torch ya. They only have 2 cards left, you know, like, this is awesome. So, tapped and stunned, NBD. Going back down to 20. They have Kaido. It's Kaido time. Kaido, Fear, and then bounce Nowhere to Run is very good, but Kaido starts on 4. Alright, I mean, we do have a hasty attack next turn.
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
Sucks. If this was Shock, I could kill my own Expert, so I can get it back with haste, but obviously we'd exile it, so don't like that. Mill land, draw a card. Kaido is, of course, the card for them. They have a reef also. Interesting. So if they say, all right, so they're gonna play Fear of Isolation. So if we do our now we have another haster, that's really good for us. So this is only on 4, but all right, we're gonna do everything here. We're gonna go land, beastie, engineer, haste, and towards the tower. So this gives the beastie haste and the Afterburner extra haste. They are both going to attack Kaido. They'll probably block the... Will they block? They gotta keep Kaido alive, right? And then our case card is Torch Tower. Doggy Bunch, resub, thanks so much. So block and trade. This is actually pretty awesome for us, so this is great. And then we will finish him off.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Alright. So they have a couple nowhere to runs and 2 unknowns. And I have expert in the graveyard. They have to kill both of these, or I'll return the other expert. Experts returning each other is pretty cool. It's clunky, but it's still a good thing to have access to. There's nowhere to run.
Why won't you die?
Alright, and they kill the engineer. And now we're just like Ridgeline Beastie versus 1 unknown. Mill a card. That was a good card. Alright, it's a little unlucky, whatever. We're gonna Ridgeline. And get in for a solid 8-ball. Love it. Alright, so they go. Gonna hold the land for Inti. A little flooded on their side for sure. They only drawn like 6 spells. 7 spells maybe. They do have the Reef, which can block, so that's, you know, somewhat of a concern. Mill again. Insight. Alright, well, unfortunately we've milled a spell and drawn a land twice in a row. Not ideal, but... And now we're just like go, I guess, but that's okay. Because inevitability-wise, like, eventually we draw an exhaust card, get these back, right? So, that's cool. Arashi resub, thanks so much. That was a good draw. That was a good draw, yes. Very similar to Den Protector and Death Mist Raptor, agree. And now they can return this town and start getting their loops going. Grew a little tired of the whole this town talent thing. It was kind of novel at Worlds in the Otter deck, but like seeing it in like 4 different decks is like a little, all right, get the idea, you know? All right, so untap and mill a card. It's a Scorching Shot.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Alright, it's a lot of lands, but sure, it's fine. BTM starts tonight in about 4.5 hours. Again, Nicole and Cassian are sick, so that is somewhat tentative as far as exact time, but it will definitely start tonight, though. So they're going to return the talent and the nowhere to run. Now they just have infinite nowhere to runs. Yeah, I mean... We've already cast 2 engineers, 2 experts. I don't know. I mean, this is what this deck does, obviously, so... If they attack for 2, I'm not trying to block, so... Alright. I mean, any exhaust card returns both... that's really bad for us. Any exhaust card returns both...
Bet you didn't
actually,
expect
nah,
to
it might
see
block.
me here.
Oh, never mind. I just want to do this. Sure.
I thrive in the dark.
We want to mill every time, no matter what. We have Vengevine in our deck. Just unlucky to mill the wrong card. You know, it is what it is. All right, they attack for 4. We draw a Questing Druid. It's not the worst draw. Let's Seek the Beast. We reveal 2 lands.
Waka waka.
A brilliant player can get a strong hand cracked, go on tilt, and lose his mind along with every single chip in front of him.
Okay, sure, why not? All right, we're both a little flooded. Unfortunately, that favors them, obviously, but it is always correct to mill every time, no matter what. It's just simple you know, it's just a random card. If it was a spell, it could have just been a land, vice versa. The only downside to milling is if you are worried about decking or actually need a card to be able to win. Alright, so cool animations. Ha!
Who do you think you are?
Right? Cool animations. Get out of here. Alright, so they bounce these two. At this point, we're like pretty dead. I mean, if we draw Afterburner Expert, I get to put a couple bodies. That's still probably not good enough, honestly. Question Draw was a good draw there, don't get me wrong, but we needed a little more than that. So, all right, let's go. All right, we go to 3 life points, and they have a reach too. Pretty sure we have no outs here, but that's okay. Oh my god! All right, sure. So. Many otters. And we draw. All right, that's fine. Alright, so obviously don't want to get into, you know, 10 mana and then having the loop stage of the game with them. I would say that our Scorching Shot is bad. I don't like Realm that much against them. Pyroclasm, Abrade. Throwback's like kind of interesting. It's sort of break up their loops a little bit. It's not very good against them though, obviously. I think like Questing Druid. Paw Patch is also like kind of meh. Curator's okay. I'm gonna try Curator maybe. Sure. Alright, game 2 on the play. Oh my god, man. Ren is pretty good. Like, on the play, it's a mill. They have to deal with this. They have a Ridgeline, too. I don't know. His brand's pretty bad. Should probably mulligan. Alright. Give me the no green on turn 1. That's awkward. We're gonna keep this. I think dump the Inti. Alright, dump the Inti, play a Ridgeline, say go. Not thrilled with this hand, obviously. Here's Talent. Soul Cauldron's interesting. It helps to combat nowhere to run. It can stop this town and maybe give exhaust abilities. That's kind of cool. That's interesting. It's a card I would not consider bringing in, but do I want to end step a Seek the Beast? Nothing great to discard a FOMO here. I'm going to do that, I think. It's not a thing you like doing on turn 2 very often, but... Alright, taking 1. If they have Floodpit Drowner into Kaido, we're probably going to lose, but... Seek the Beast! Recruit and Carposian Forest. Kind of like that, actually. Alright, ship it. This honestly... Unless they want to get some taps going, can block the oncoming Kaido. I mean, they can tap a thing, but a counter on a thing, I guess, but... Alright, there's your Drowner. Oh, this is cute. Wait for the thing resolves. That's fine. This still blocks the Flood Pits. They want to sack their Otter to get a Kaido in. I think it's fine. Alright. Not the worst. Nope, you're Spyglass Siren. No third land, so... They got some shitters in play. And I like the mapping here. Give us a good torch target. I like that a lot. Let's have Robert. No blocks. Alright, so we draw Copperline Gorge. So we could like Questing Druid, Torch the Tower, trading a Rabbit for a Siren. We think they have Kaido again because they didn't play a third land. Wow, so they would keep his hand. So offering Rabbit for Siren I think is just fine. So let's go Questing Druid. We have 2 tap lands as well. I think just getting that out of our hands fine. Just Questing Druid. Torch Tower. Is that a bad tap? That's a bad tap. Alright, whatever. Take a bane for no reason. Thanks, Serena. Appreciate that. And then we're going to attack with our 1/1. Sure. Alright, well. Play a land and say go. Feeling pretty good in the Kaido space. FOMO can discard a land if we need to. Pretty far from Delirium, but we have these Seeds of Hope as well as discarding a land as possibilities, so that's all cool. They draw land number 3. And now what do you got, Faker? Huh? Nothing. Dredger's Insight. Okay. I guess we start there. All right. Mill some cards. We mill over a lot of good stuff. Engineer is what we want to build towards. FOMO. Yeah, I think I want the engineer here. Let's FOMO discard a land and then have Seeds of Hope up also. Gain a life. Play the Verge. Cast the FOMO. Have Seeds of Hope available too, which is cool. Obviously, nowhere to run here is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Trying to find our Vengevines. That's pretty cool too, actually. So let's go to combat and jam with the Questing Druid. Trading Paw Patch for Otter seems very bad, so I don't like that. Let's go to Tiebinder. I mean, when it comes up, maybe. Alright, so Drowner's fine. Tap Questing Druid, that's fine. You get to put a counter on something. I think adding the first counter to Recruit's pretty good. Paw Patch is awesome. And then, would I trade Paw Patch for Drowner? I don't think I would. And then we're going to play Patchwork and say go. Again, we think they have Kaido, so let's keep our blockers in play, so they can't really push Kaido through. We're in pretty good shape here, like, just card advantage-wise, too. Like, we have, like, 2 Ridge Lines, cards in hand, mana. Mill land, draw Obliterating Bolt. Firing up Ridge Line's pretty sketchy. Let's get Seeds of Hope. I think. Start there. FOMO. Okay. Gain a life. Don't think I want to cast the Bolt. I'm just going to go to combat, see what happens. They're going to let me attack. I mean, them make spells is fine, right? And then they have a target to scrape the paw. But I don't attack with these two. Attack with these two, and we're going to untap. I think just the Beastie. If they want to kill it, we can just put the counter on the FOMO, which is great too. So they're going to Tidebinder the Fear of Missing Out. Shout out to Reach about calling the Tidebinder out. It's a 3/2, which is like a little annoying, but whatever. That's going to be countered. That's fine. Cute that doesn't trigger the Paw Patch Recruit, obviously. Okay. Sure. So, like, they're stuck on mana. Is it time to just jam stuff? I just play FOMO and Engineer. I have to discard the Obliterating Bolt. Is it, like, worth it? Just, like, make them deal with this, but they gotta beat the rest. It's like, they can't... Right now, they're so stuck on mana that, like, if they kill one, they can't kill the other, and vice versa. I think it's fine. It grows to the Questing Druid, too. And their spot removal spells are bad, too. And I don't think there's a super that matters here, either, so... Dragon Land sucks, whatever. Let's play Engineer and just say go. So now you have a 5/5, a double attacking thing. I guess we play just so we can pump this if they have like a -2/-2 or something. We also have the ridge line as well. So, what do you got, friend? We're just getting on the board. We're just doing the thing. Long games. All right, untap. Draw a commercial district. If we get lucky here and mill over Avengevine, that'd be cool. Make a 4/4. Also gain a life, in case you were wondering. And then exhaust it. All right, game 3. I kind of am somewhat interested in the one of Soul Cauldron. I think it's kind of cool, actually. It's probably better than Curator is, honestly. Just dies to a thing. Let's try the one Cauldron. All right. Oh, no. Oh, one lander on the draw. Beastie, double insight. We're drawing to 38% lands and 4 Seeds of Hope also. Oh, keep mulligan. What do we do? I think that, like, making our land drops really important against them. I think we probably need to mulligan this. Also, like, these are cards that are very bad when you're behind. Like, I think we should just mulligan. Yeah. So we draw a second land, then don't draw a third land for a while. That's also really bad, too. I'm just going to mulligan. Alright, so... end up with an okay one. It's not great. We have Beastie and Torch Tower on turn 2. Right, I'm going to keep this in Double Bolt. Yeah. Alright. Just draw the card bottoms. Good old Scrybug in action. Then we have Beastie, Torch their 2-drop. Turn off Kaido. Alright. Beastie time. I don't know why that's Ghostbusters theme, but whatever, man. Just here trying to do my thing, alright? Let's get rolling.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Ooh, let's go racing today, boys.
That's not good. Alright. Witch's Vanity. Just like another version of Nowhere to Run, basically. That's like fine. Alright, so turn on the Beastie. We're just gonna Dredger's Insight and cast Beastie, I think. Try and hit some 4/2s here. We hit 0 4/2s. We did hit the Soul Cauldron, though. I'm interested in trying out Soul Cauldron. I guess Paw Patch is really good, too, though. Right now, our hand is Engineer, Beastie. I mean, casting Paw Patch next turn is really good, right? Just kicking it. This card's excellent against them. Yeah, let's take this. I gain a life, too, so. Also leaving the artifact in the graveyard. I should already have one, never mind. But... alright. Make a food and make a wicked roll. We obviously want this to die, so because they can't bounce it. Like if they have like 2/3 flyer and recasting it here, it'd be pretty crappy. But would imagine they would have done that already if they had that. So once we're getting slow rolled here, you know, which is obviously a possibility. Hello. Seems good to me. I don't know what the hell you're thinking about, but sure. Like, all right. So draw Torch Tower. Awkward. Sure. I'm gonna kick this and say go. And Torch, Bolt. Bolt can kill a Kaido, assuming they'll plus it. Should be weird, I think. Sack the inside to the Torch Tower in a pinch. In for 2. Get 2 food now in play too. It's definitely a decent part of the equation. Okay. It's pretty good. The Gear Hulk. There was a list that was playing like 3 of these, I think, did well in the event. A lot of competition, obviously, in the 4-drop slot. You know, Curiosity, this, and so on and so forth. But I don't know how. I don't think just like slamming the Bolt here. It just seems like a super obvious card to take, but they take the Engineer. We hit Insight and then draw Afterburner Expert. Obviously, we're trying to kill this. Like, killing this attack for 3 seems awesome, right? Like, why would that be a bad thing for us? They will have a 3/4 flying isolation, but whatever. I think it's fine. Yeah, Ward 1. I guess they could have Spell Pierce. It doesn't seem like it seems really weird. You know, like why would they have that card against us? I mean, maybe they do. I think I'm willing to just let them have it if they do. So, sure. Target this. Haven't seen one yet. Doesn't seem particularly great against us. And, like, I just don't think we really have a better play anyway, so. Alright, pay the 1. Alright, it's dead. So, we attack for 3. They get their Wicked roll. But now this is out of play, which is cool. Here come the sirens. Okay. No, we can double torch the Sphere of Isolation, right? Not anymore. Alright. We can sack the Insight if we have to. So we can kill this thing if we have to. Interesting. A lot of 4-drops, right? Curiosity, Kaido, and the Gear Hulk. I think I want to attack and trade. Because I don't want them to be able to draw off their Curiosity. They might just not block. Let's just torch the Curiosity too, right? That's also like super on the table. Maybe we should do that, actually. Maybe we should play Expert, leave a torch for Curiosity. They're going to post attacks Flood Pits Drowner. Well, they don't have these. So that's an important factor I didn't consider. They have to do it. That's so funny. So it's not a May. They have to target. That's so funny. And they can't target their own stuff because it's opponent's creature. That's hilarious. I think that's a bit of a whoopsie from their side.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
All right, so counter. Now I think I want to just torch the Flood Pits Drowner. I guess not. No, this is fine. Because this is going to be stunned anyway. So let it block it. Sure, whatever. Go ahead, block. Block all you want. So I can play Expert and then torch their Curiosity. Cool. Torch Tower is big game in this format, you know? Alright, so we're just going to go to land Afterburner Expert. Everybody's in the graveyard? I do not, right? No. So, Expert living on Torch Tower. I'm in. They sack their food. We can sack the Insight. Nice to have these little, like, soft synergies between, like, Torch Tower and Insight. Alright, so they gain some life. They have Curiosity. They have one other card. We got a Mighty Warrior here. I kind of think we just block. Because, like, this can just block this anyway. So I might as well not take 2. Okay. You draw a questing. That's pretty good, too. Alright. I think we're just going to attack for 3 and questing druid on the end step and torch tower this thing if they give us the option. Sure. Just like a... take out a trash bee a play for the discard ability. We don't have any raccoons, right? I should need a raccoon for that. A raccoon? Pretty interesting game. They're a little flooded again. They are doing damage to us. We're also going to gain... Like, second Insight actually gains a lot of life, too, which is cool. So, leaving Insight in play is kind of a plus for us. Alright, so, Seek the Beast. Long games. FOMO and Copperline Gorge. Sure. Draw Inti. That is a lot of moving parts. Okay. If we're gonna cast FOMO, I think we're just discarding the Torch the Tower. I want to play Inti first. I can't. I need to leave a mana for Torch Tower. So we'll just cast FOMO first and discard. Discard. Damn. We are dying. We were also dead in 2 turns. So there's some validity to just also like double torching this thing as well. Possibly. I'm gonna discard the Inti, I think. They're gonna Tidebinder. Sure. It's like fine, I guess. Okay. Once I double torch that flyer, though, then the Curiosity becomes really, really tough. But we're just dying, so... Unless we think we can, like, Dredger's Insight and, like, gain enough life to, like, race this thing, which is definitely difficult. We already used an Obliterating Bolt, so we would have 2 Torch and 1 Obliterating Bolt left to deal with the remaining Curiosity. We have a Paw Patch in our deck also, right? We do not. Wow. Oh yeah, that's right. It's in the bottom. So, yeah. This is tough. Huh. We can get Questing Druid down and get it big up to block this thing. It's a really interesting game. Really long 3 matches. Like, I think that was the turn they should have cast the Curiosity. I think that was a wasted 4 mana. That forces us into action one way or another. This is tough. This is really tough. Not thrilled. Definitely not thrilled. I think we're probably going to lose the Curiosity now, but we just can't afford to lose to this, so. We're at 6. And they're going to return their Tidebinder. We draw an Engineer. We've got 1 Afterburner Expert in the bin. Getting our Insight Tidebinders is pretty bad. Alright, well. I mean, now I have double attacks possible, which is kind of cute. We could, like, potentially Inti discard. They can only do 1 of them, but they have this thing too. Oh my god, this game's so hard. They're like guaranteed to draw next turn too. Oh my god, this is so hard. Alright. I hate all this, but whatever. This is running out of time. This game's too hard. We're going to untap the... I think the FOMO. If we're also target with Inti too. We like want them to cast Timebinder, not Curiosity here. Alright, we got that set up. Discard the Insight. Put a counter. Draw. This is still going to untap. Or no, I can't count it, never mind. Okay, Questing Druid, uncastable. Obviously hitting a 1-drop there would have been insane. Or a land. But they take a hit. They say go. 6 to 10. This has been a hell of a game. Like, alright, take a damage, draw a card. We do have our Expert in the graveyard, so our attack next turn is very large. I think any 1-mana card would be awesome here. That is awesome.
Oh, it's raining
Alright.
Oh my god!
They have a Tiebinder, probably dead, but it's fine. Setting up for a Leroy. If they have Tidebinder, our attacks are still, like, pretty good. Right. Send it in.
Sounds like a one-time only trick.
It's very cool there's no way to stop that. Like, this will always come back with haste no matter what. Alright, whatever. Right? Like, block, 3, 6, 9, 12, would do 14 damage. Send them a clowns. I'm sorry, this is a scan attack yet, but that's fine. It's still a blocker, so. They block that and that. They take 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So they need to have a spell to survive here. And if they do, I guess if they can block the 2/2 with the Curiosity and they still kill me, they block 4/2, 3/3, kill 3/3, block 2/2, takes. Wait, block that. Block this, kill this, take 9 and they go to 1. They have an interactive spell, we're dead, but whatever. What are we gonna do? If Inti was only a 3/3, you know? Could I have held a land like a turn or two ago? Nah, this was Copperline Gorge. I think we're gonna get Savage Soul rolled here again. Just gonna like tank forever, have the kill spell, they go to 1, they just kill us. Oh, I'm sorry, we have the token. Right, never mind. So they have any spell, so I think they're actually just dead. An hour and 40 minutes for 3 games, huh? 3 matches. Yeah, I guess like a flash creature would have all done it too, but... SC, resub, thanks so much. Awesome. Well, I can change my shirt after this game too, I guess. See how Nicole and Cassie are doing. I love Rogue so much, I just pour it all over myself. Bathing in the Rogue, yeah. All right. 3-0. That was a hard-fought match, too. Woo! All right. So, honestly, an impressive set. I will say, like, our domain opponent flooded a game or two. Our Dimir opponents, like, stumbled in 2 lands once or twice. But, I mean, pretty impressive overall, though. That can be aggressive and also go long, which is really cool. Again, this is that Daisuke Iabuchi played second place at the Japan Cup, this tournament right here. And that's awesome. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, support the content, all right? We'll see if Afterburner is going to be a big deal at the Pro Tour or not, all right? So, more to go on stream. You two folks, love you. Peace.